Hello, 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 my beautiful souls. Blessed day, blessed be. So today I pulled for us Proceeding Softly. Oh, sorry. My inner power grows in moments of quietude. And dun 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 change, right? The word of eternity. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. My beautiful souls, change is inevitable. We all know this to be true. Everything in life changes. Our bodies are completely transformed every like 7 years, right? We have new cells, new DNA structures coming in. Our skin has changed, our hair has changed, everything changes, right? And we just had the autumnal equinox on the 23rd, and so we see, well, the autumnal equinox up here in the northern hemisphere and the spring equinox in the southern hemisphere. And again, looking in nature, we see all the answers, all the guidance given to us from heaven about how things are always changing. I love spring because I'm a spring baby, and I love autumn. One, because my name is Autumn, and two, because this is New York, and the colors up here in the Northeast are so beautiful all the time when things begin to change, right? We go from the luscious greens to the reds and the oranges and the golds and the browns, and the trees are showing us how amazing it is to start letting things go. And that's what this energy is, the energy of these cards. It's to know that things are changing, and no, it doesn't have to be like someone pulled the rug from under your feet, or you know your house gets burnt down and all of a sudden you find yourself homeless, or there's a whole bunch of layoffs on your job and you didn't see anything coming. It doesn't have to be that painful or abrupt, but you need to be aware that things are going to change in your life, and you need to get into the ebb and flow of the things that are changing into your life. And part of tuning into that energy is taking a step back, getting quiet, and just really getting to alignment with the Most High, getting into alignment with the energies that are around you, and moving with it. My spirit guides came through the other day, when I was feeling really frustrated about a situation, and they had a big reminder for me, and it was like, slow progress is still progress. I'm reminded of a snail. The snail does not move at the same pace as a human or even as an ant, but they still get where they need to go, and they're still making progress. If you think about the beautiful story of the tortoise and the hare, right? The tortoise kept moving forward. It didn't matter how quick the hare was, or how arrogant the hare was in the story, or the fact that the hare thought he could take a nap and still beat the tortoise. The tortoise just kept moving forward. Slow progress is still progress. So taking a look at some of the things that are happening in and around us in this world, knowing that yes, change is inevitable, but it doesn't have to be catastrophic. Change is a good thing. Sometimes we change jobs. Sometimes you change relationships. Sometimes you change your hair, you change an outfit. I took a beautiful salt bath today because I've expended a lot of energy this weekend just doing massive amount of light work. Last night too, like I got woken up at like 3 o'clock in the morning, which normally happens for me because I do a lot of my light work in dream state. But I woke up like covered in sweat, and a bit shaken. And so I knew something powerful had happened. And I always trust what's happening because I know that I'm shielded and protected by the Most High. So it's never like a, oh my God, what's going on? It was kind of like a, whew, wow, what are y'all doing up there? Kind of thing. Like, okay, you look, take the energy. That's what it's here for. But I was also guided yesterday prior to that I needed to take a salt bath. I needed to sit in the water, and I really needed to commune with the Most High and clear out the energies. And I didn't have time to do that because a lot of other things were going on. So I probably wouldn't have woken up in a sweaty state of like shock and awe if I had followed the guidance that had been given to me. But again, time got away from me yesterday. There was a lot going on, and I was unable to take that reprieve. Even though I took a salt shower, it wasn't the same as today, me sitting in the tub for like an hour and a half and just really being like, Lord, take it away. Whatever it is. Let me get a reset. Let me get a restart on my energy, Um, Proceeding softly and finding time to retreat and be one with yourself and just taking a moment of silence to clear your thoughts or clear your head or maybe just sit outside and just breathe in some fresh air is such a gift, and it's so needed, and it's not a waste. And I think a lot of us, especially those of us that are, born and raised in busy cities like New York, to be still and to do nothing is kind of like a waste. What New Yorkers accomplish in a minute, most people don't get done in a day because we're always on it. We're always on it, moving, on it, moving, on it, moving. So it took me a long time to learn how to meditate. And it took me even longer to stop feeling guilty about taking the time to be still, to meditate, to find peace. I'm always on the move, on the move, on the move. I had to learn that being busy doesn't necessarily mean being productive, And I love the quote, beware the barrenness of a busy life. It's like, yeah, you could be busy doing a lot of shit, but it doesn't mean that you're really getting anything done. And it doesn't mean that you're really moving forward or towards your goals. We need to realize that 10% of what we actually accomplish in this world is from physical action, and 90% of what we get accomplished in this world is from our spirit and our mind and aligning those energies. So the more we can be still and be quiet and tune into our highest self and tune into the energies of the Most High, the quicker things manifest in our life, and the quicker we get to our goals and dreams, and the quicker we can move forward with what is going on with us. Change is inevitable. Change is going to happen. Change is a gift. Change is joyful, if that's the way you choose to look at it. Change is always a matter of perspective. You change your thoughts, you change your life. So what are you focused on? Are you bitching about your job? Are you bitching about school? Are you bitching about your kids? Are you bitching about your relationship? Are you bitching about, all the things that are going on in your life? Are you just letting things happen to you and reacting towards them? Or are you allowing things to happen for you and responding and moving with them? Because there's a remarkable difference. There's a difference between somebody walking up and smacking you and you just reacting and smacking them, as opposed to standing there kind of seeing it coming, someone raising their hands to smack you and you're raising your hands to block it and then maybe elbowing them in the chest. It's a completely different response when you're aware of what's going on, when you're aware of what's coming at you. So the purpose and the energy of proceeding slowly is to not only get quiet, but be present in the moment and then be aware of everything that's happening. Change is inevitable. The world is changing around us, and it's happening rapidly. There's a beautiful young lady, I believe her name is Greta. I forget from where she's at in Europe. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful young lady that I'm probably sure you've all heard of by now, or at least seen her talks. And she gave a talk to the United Nations about climate change and the climate crisis. Beautiful, beautiful 16-year-old girl who is suffering with, I think it's Asperger's disease, and is putting, humanity on notice. Like, you need to take climate seriously. My generation and the generations that come after me are going to be mostly affected by it, while you guys are twiddling your thumbs, arguing over politics and not doing shit about it. And I love that, because you see huge changes and transformation always coming from our youth. Why? Because they're not jaded yet. They know that any and all things are possible. They don't give a fuck about how we feel. They want a better world, and they're coming to get it. And it's beautiful. It's a beautiful, 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 beautiful thing. And she started off doing it, very softly. She sat in front of the parliament, sign. She went on strike from school, and she was by herself, right? She proceeded softly to start making waves for a change. Why? Because sometimes a whisper is louder than a yell, right? You ever seen water? Water is so powerful. It's soft, it's fluid, and it just flows. And it creeps into all the little crevices, and it can wear a mountain all the way down to a rock. Get into the flow of water. Look at how it comes from the sky and hits the mountaintops and careens all the way down the mountains and through the rivers and the streams and ponds and the lakes, and then it ends up in the ocean, and it's goes right back up into the heavens, goes right back up to rain, and right back to the mountaintop. And it's always just flowing. That is us. That is our energy. We're always just flowing. So do we want to paddle upstream and stress and worry and fight a fight that is mostly in our mind with worry and doubt and fear and anger? Or do we just want to flow and see where life takes us and maybe go through this crevice and flow down this mountaintop and take a swim in this river and feel, listen to the stream and then end up in the vastness of the ocean? You may be a drop in the ocean, but you're still a part of the ocean. And that's all of us, a part of humanity, as individuals and as a collective. We're all in this together. You have beautiful changes that are on the horizon for you. And you're being told to just embrace them with open arms, with an open heart, with gratitude, with love, and to move forward slowly and chill. It doesn't have to be a catastrophe in order for you to be successful. It doesn't have to be a catastrophe in order for you to live the life that you want to live. You don't have to wear yourself out in order to, accomplish your goals and dreams. Your children don't have to suffer. Your relationships don't have to suffer in order for you to get to the next step. If this is what's going on, then maybe that's not the right step for you. Right? I'll leave it there. I love you. 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 I love you so, so, so much. God loves you and angels surround you. Bye, guys.